Hi, I want you to know this. I'm sure you'll find this useful and interesting as well. There is a beautiful metaphorical expression in Telugu parlance that goes Panchaprana or Panchapranalu as it is called in Telugu. Whenever someone holds something dear or close to their heart, it could be a person, it could be something that they're pursuing, like a dream, anything that they've put all their body, mind and soul into, we would call that as his Panchapranalu. I used to wonder, why is it called Panchapranalu? Because Pancha means 5. As I started digging deeper into Ayurveda, I understood that there are actually Pancha Pranas in our body. I was fascinated. I was amazed to know this. As we are speaking right now, the Pancha Pranas in our body are doing their respective jobs to keep us alive and healthy. The first of these is the Pranavayu or Pranavata, and this resides in the head, and it is that turn on switch which puts all the other Vatas in alignment or in order. It is this same Vata that sends signals. Vata is the energy of movement. So whenever, imagine you think of food or you have some tasty food in front of you, you start salivating, your mouth starts watering. This is not a random response. This is the eyes sending signal to your brain in the form of pranavayu, telling the body. Then the pranavata tells the body that there is food coming, that you're ready to consume that food. And then your mouth waters so that it is ready to take the food and start the process of digestion. As you all know, 70% of carbohydrate digestion happens in the mouth itself because of the salivary amylase. So modern science also coordinates with that. Now that is pranavata. Now pranavata, as I said, influences all the other vatas. So the next vata that is in line is samana vata or samana vayu. Samana means equal. So this is the equalizing or distributing vata. It is responsible for the distribution of various nutrients or any other information that the body needs in different tissues. The samana vayu actually equalizes, harmonizes all that bodily energy. So if the pranavayu sends the signal to samanavayu, this is amazing and fantastic. You have to hear this. So samanavayu, what it does is it actually activates the agnis of the tissues. Imagine you have a fire somewhere and you want it to glow even more higher. So you fan it a little bit. In the same way, samanavayu or samanavata kindles the agni or the metabolic rate or the vitality of the tissue fire. Tissue fire means we have 7 tissues in the body. Rasa, Rakta, Mamsa, Meda, Asti, Majja, Shukra. That is your blood, plasma, muscle, bone marrow, or nervous system, reproductive tissue. So this Samanavayu actually kindles all those fires, which means it literally translates to nourishment of the tissues. So if the Samanavayu is disturbed, let's say if the Pranavayu is disturbed, Samanavayu automatically gets disturbed and in turn shows its effect on the absorption levels of tissues and your overall physical well-being also. This is a beautiful sequence of events that shows how your mental or how your state of mind can influence the state of your body. This is also explained in modern science as well. When there is stress or anxiety in your mind, that in turn reflects in your poor absorption of nutrients. So you can easily correlate these two. That is Samanavayu. Now Udanavayu, that is anything that comes upwards and outwards, like the expression, the spoken expression, or your will, or your productivity. Anything that comes out and shows out, that is your Udanavayu. The energy that is governing that sort of expression is your Udanavayu. So when the Pranavayu is affected, your speech is also affected. And another one is Vyanavayu, the circulation. This is also switched on by your Pranavayu. The blood circulation or the movement of the body, all of this is controlled by Vyanavayu. And there's another one, the last one, that is your Apanavayu, which is the downward and outward Vayu, which is below your abdomen. All the organs that are below your abdomen, like your pelvis, your excretory organs. So your waste that goes out of the body is because of the Apanavayu. And if that is disturbed, if your Pranavayu is disturbed, your Apanavayu is also disturbed. When that is disturbed, it shows in the form of constipation, bloating, because it's not trying to go out. And all your fertility issues, especially the movement of the baby, fertility issues, hormonal issues, menstruation issues, all of these are related to Vayu, especially Apanavayu. So if you approach things in this way, you will notice that you're in better control of your well-being. You will understand what's happening. Now, Ayurveda deals with Vata imbalances with a lot of Panchakarma therapies and medications. I wouldn't go into all that because I'm a nutritionist, but the